gonna be finding out the Today we are going to be finding the mistakes of element animations of Villager News 2. Or something wrong with their video of Villager News 2. Anyways, you get the cut, right? So first up is this. It's like at the start. First you guys can see the watching. Villager News. Well, they're standing on 3 blocks.
This is Villager News 2. You are all fired. I thought it was the moment.
When they were kicked out, there were 4 sounds you may hear. But first we will go on the 3 blocks at the second part. And that's the sound. But this villager then got kicked out because he made it cute. Like, it was cute. Okay, this is why is Villager News being so emotional now? In Minecraft, the glass looks like this. The glass looks like this in the inside, but Elemental Animation said on the mistake video that they need to change this house's glass. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna circle it. I'm gonna circle it with a red spot. That one. That is the mistake. And they forgot to add more stuff to the trees to block out the view. So, and there it goes.
Today's news. The winning lottery numbers are out.
Until you see this UFO from the behind, and you see this wall now.
1, 4, 17, 548. The letter M.
The UFO can bring up that house, but until it happened, there were 6 windows just appeared. Why will they do a mistake such as that from the house? When the UFO bring up the house, it was first 4 glasses, now it turned up into 6.
Roaring of a dog. I'd like to see who wins that. Oh my god, I won! I won!
And look at this villager. We did not see any pose. We did not see any animation. We just only saw him just, frozen. If the camera's only moving at the player but not on its legs, then what will happen will just this. This is going to happen, meaning they won't see it's the legs moving. The legs will just stay frozen when it's not pointing at the body part. And don't you see this villager? How can he stand on 3 blocks? Minecraft can only stand on 2 blocks, but now how can they be taller in 3 blocks? And how is that villager not moving without an animation? So meaning those are 3 mistakes. I think.
Someone get him out.
There's 3 mistakes.
Get out. Ow. Why would you get out? Get out now. Oh, okay, I know.
Until all the way here, you may see a catapult with a villager on it. Well, anyways, we must pull this into slow motion. Pull this into slow motion.
A fellow villager.
There's a launcher there, right? The villager gets launched. The villager got launched until stop. He just froze. And what's next gonna happen is he stopped. I meant. Then he went to the catapult. He bounces off the catapult. Then he does a little flip. Then he speeds up. We'll repeat it. You must do it. We'll repeat. He stops when he got launched. He bounces off the UFO. He does a little flip And then what happens is he speeds up a little, and that's what happens. So that's another mistake. That meaning that's 4 now.
Which he should be good.
And now the
You're not supposed to
now
have
until didn't you saw that? He just grabbed the villager that he dropped it. Or did he just drop it from fast mode? Or maybe I don't know. Then launches the villager all the way to them, then that will happen.
Your
And the
face isn't
UFO
supposed to
tries
have
to
an
catch
opinion.
all villagers that was making the
One of our
catapult, and that would
citizens has
happen.
been reunited with a stack of wood, which was allegedly stolen from him. I don't like this. Hey, but the answer to the age-old question, just how does my must...
The UFO was trying to take them, but until something gave way it. The UFO was catching that guy, but the shadow is right over here. The shadow was right over here, but the UFO is right over there. UFO was right over there. No, UFO is right up there, and his shadow is right over down here. And the shadow gave it away, so meaning that's a 5th mistake or something. Oh yeah, it is 5th. And how can the UFO enter in there? Like do they have a roof or something? Like they have every building needs a roof. Every building has a roof. But how can the UFO grab that villager out? How can a villager get sucked up by a UFO in a building? Like how's that nonsense? So that's a 6th mistake now because this is getting more rough for element animations.
Breaking news! A citizen has failed to
And then villager number
return
4
his
continues
library
on.
book on time. We're now going live to villager number 9, who is joining a team of specialists in their pursuit of the stolen book. Thank you, villager number 4.
Well, here we are. So here we are on another mistake. So they're in the mistake video, they were saying, well, we had an inside and an outside. On the outside, there was only just a small hut, but on the inside was a big hut. Well, they just had an inside and an outside. So these guys are trying to push the doors down.
Reach the premises.
Well, elements and animations are these villagers really in 0 IQ? Like, why can't they just open the door? See? They didn't just bust through the door, they just opened it. So meaning that's a 7th mistake I've ever seen. And there's an 8th mistake because there's an inside and an outside. But anyways, that's impossible. There's no big inside because the hut is small. And the meaning of this is this. The door, you can see through the door, but if you can see through the door. From the video, they said you can if they when they enter, you see candles. You see torches. But on the outside, you can clearly see what's inside. So that's another mistake. Meaning that's 9th mistake. How can they just open the door? Wait, I just forgot. And that's the mistake. When you're at this part, they also said something. When I was animating in the file, you may see the villagers might stop.
What's going on? It's not him. You are being moving out. You are now arrested. Ready.
2 villagers were just left behind. And then in the file, you can see 2 villagers were really left behind. And also there is one, and also in the file, the horse was just coming out to the ground, like you can see on the file from the video. You can see the file. Until they break in, you don't see where's the horse.
Violators. If this place is crawling with them, get them. I don't know.
Started to stop animating, that's what they
The
said.
horse made me do it.
see, the horse just really came out the ground. Look at it. The legs just gave it. The legs just, the legs give it away.
There's another one. Get him. You'll never take me alive.
And that villager got him.
Move out.
But now
We're
the
ready
villager
to
didn't
close the
got
target.
him.
We
There
gotta get
were
in.
3 villagers
What's the
left.
situation? It's locked. I can't get in. I'm coming. Move out of the way. Take cover.
You can see through the window, right? We need to reverse that.
What's the situation? It's locked. I can't.
You can see through the window.
I'm coming. Move out of the way.
You can see through the window, and you see glass. But the problem is that the glass is not the same. So meaning that's another mistake. Wait, how many mistakes do we got here? Oh yeah, 10 now. There's 10 mistakes now.
Take cover. Beep, beep.
The villager will start to explode, but what happened is did not explode. That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You heard TNT sounds right, but why didn't it explode? That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. No exploding door. But from the villager news, from the wall of the giant creeper, you see one of the arrows are explosive. But why didn't it happen to that explosive villager? That's a 11th mistake. That is very bad. Very, very bad anime. But I still like it. Like, it's a bit nice, you know?
Let's go.
They start to break in. Don't you see the window and don't you see the top? Don't you see at the windows you can't see nothing and it's not the same texture? That's the 12th mistake I've ever heard. And this is the part when I know the mistake. It looks like a pole stuck to... It looks like on the villager was bringing down to that villager on the bath and he's gonna stamp his book. But on this part, it looks like a pole is stuck on him. Like, look, I'm gonna show you. On slow-mo. Okay, when Tommy's coming down from the room, there was just a pole over there, right? I mean, there's a rope over there, but until Tom stamped the book, there was a pole just got stuck on him, and he will just say, "Your book has been stamped." And the thing is, that was a mistake. It's a 13th mistake ever. Now that's 13 mistakes for villager number 2. But it's not over yet. It's just almost done. He climbs up.
Let's go. Well, it looks like our work here is done. You didn't do anything. Shut up. Back to you in the studio. Thank you, Villager number 9. Well, that's it for this edition of Villager News.
Well, that is villager number 4. But on the beginning of the scene, like there was the mustache. There was a mustache right over there. There was a mustache on the first place. In the first place, there was a mustache, don't you see? But all the way to this part, the mustache gave the mistake. The mustache was gone now.
This edition of Villager.
So meaning that's the mistake of Villager News 2. And the mistake is, how many was mistakes there? 14. Oh yeah, 14.
Hey, that is my chair. Get out.
Oh wait, that was him. I thought it was that. I thought both of them look alike. But didn't you see the mistake? So let's minus that mistake back to 13. Wait, the other side. Let's check that in.
Number 9. Well, that's it for this edition of Villager News. Hey, that is my chair. Get out now.
The new villager just takes over the chair of villager 4. But on the side, the very mistake-ish video I've ever seen. 40 now. And the thing just happened at the same time. He got sucked up, but he was at the villager. And how did the villager did not also get up there? Like the villager, like that guy, like that villager number 4 was at like, you know, on top of him. But how is he not caught? That's the 15th mistake I've seen.
Villager news.
And that was the mistake. Well, anyways, that mistake brings on. Dum, 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 dum. 5. Dum, 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 dum. 10. Dum, 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 dum. 15 mistakes of villager news 2. Well, comment down below if you see some more mistakes for me to explain. I'll see you on the next villager news. If villager news 6 comes out, I will find every mistake on its video. Anyways, like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon, and I'll see you next time for more spoilers and mistakers. Bye!